Hey guys, welcome to my 26th devlog for Brothers Apart, and the first one of this year. So happy New Year! I did miss. This is I think I'm on my third week now. So there was Christmas that I missed for the holidays. The second week after that, I forgot because I forget stuff, and then and I'm laid off right now from work, so all the days kind of blend together, and it's like one big Wednesday. So this week, I will be going over 3 weeks worth of updates and stuff. So it was very, very, very productive. So I'm actually just going to start it up and show you the major things. And hopefully y'all are staying safe. Whole different world out there, but at least we can still make some games. Here we go. Okay, so right off the start, you're going to see, turn up my volume here, you're going to see that the whole introduction, sort of the title screen, is different. So you get all the buttons here. If I go new game, that's what we're going to do this time. You can see that each file is telling me what's going on, but it gives you that nice looking display of what's actually in that file already. So I'm going to go back and continue, and on the continue side you can see it's nice and stylish. This button, I just deleted, save one. I should actually write down that I need to put a prompt there. Are you sure? Because that's an easy button to just hit and leaves a whole lot of information. So I'm going to go to new game, and then file 1, we're going to start a new one, and then we've got all of our modes here. One thing I've put off so far is putting the black text behind the white text to make it look pretty. Just leave it on easy. Those aren't all tied in yet. And I'm going to skip through this because I don't want you to see it. And full screen. Okay, so now we're back to the game. Let's just run outside. And there we go. Okay, so turn on debug mode and brighten it up a bit. So this is the new layout. Pretty sure this whole layout was gross last time. Last time I did a devlog, it was like brown boxes, and it was just kind of looking. This layout is much more, it's just more, I don't know, effective. It's like right there for you. Everything's in a spot where you'd expect it to be. So I'll start with the top left. You can see the health bar. Get that debug out of the way. The health bar is different. You get your little orbs for your health. And when you run, let's run. Dash takes out a chunk, but you can see your stamina now regenerates like that. Your hunger, thirst, and money are below that, and they're all just right there, and they look good. Yeah, so there's that. At the bottom left, you'll see the nice little clock. So if I go back to debug mode, I'm going to hold the minute button. You can see time passing. Now I hit the hours. You'll see it. It's dark. Monster is up there having fun in the fire. Get out of there. Still a lot of work to do with that, with the pathing on her. So you can see the clock going. So that's the clock. Up at the top right, you can see it gives you kind of a breakdown of what you're supposed to use for what. Just make it day again, it's dark. So before, you could select one of your items or weapons, and they were always at the top. And as you got them, they'd show up. Right now, you can hit A and D, and that's going to cycle through your weapons. And I've got my fishing rod off and my bow and arrow off right now because I was just testing some stuff. But now you can cycle through your weapons. It used to be that you'd have to have your hand available if you wanted to go and grab something or to open a door. Get that there. Now that button is actually your little looking glass button, your magnifying glass. So if you hit X, and it's got an animation. I don't know if that animation was there last time we did a devlog, but nice grabbing animation in all directions. That's probably the biggest pain in the butt, is making animations in every direction. And it's only 4 frames. It's not like I'm making an anime series. A bunch of fish out there. I made a new fish, so there was always 3. Now I've made a 4th, and I think pretty soon I'll be doing 2 more before I have a demo available. So those are big things. Oh, down at the bottom right, so monster has health, but also on the keyboard you can see the 1, 2, 3. You can change monster's behavior to passive, aggressive, which means it's going to fight rabbits, it's going to fight everything. Passive just means it's going to follow you, and that's the job. Stay would do as you expect. She's just going to stay there. So now she's not over here bugging the rabbits. Doesn't know what to do. Maybe she die. That's violent. I'm sorry, Mr. Rabbit. Okay, so we'll tell Monster to come on over. So another thing I did was, let's see if I can get it all without having to look at my cheat sheet. So this is a sprig. You can see it just bouncing here. It's kind of subtle. If I hit X, because I'm going to grab it, we don't like disturb. So these have always been here, but now I've tied it into a grid and into the save data. So now when I get this sprig and I save my game and I come back, it's gone, and you'll never be able to get it again. So take my route and go. So you can see I can take one or the other. I'm going to take a health one. Increase my max health. There's another one over here, and if you've seen the last one, these sprigs all depend on the time of day and the weather. So I'll leave that at that. Let's see over here. Well, let's go fight one of these. These guys are probably going to murder me. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I died. I can't remember if I had those either. So those are them. Gotta start a new one now because I've still got stuff to show you. Just skip through all this. So that was some big stuff. That took, now that I've been laid off, a lot of time. I've been using a lot of time of the day to do all this because it's so, how do you put it nicely, mind-numbing. Like to set up all these health systems and hunger systems and draw all these pictures, and then it's not fun. It's not like making an enemy or a boss fight. So now the biggest thing I did, I think, was the pause menu. So the old prompt, you can do this in your backpack. So the pause menu, this part I'm kind of proud of. It looks nice. It's got all these items here. They're all displayed well. You can select your equipment in the pause menu here, but during the game you're able to hit A and D, and if you've got a controller, it would be the D-pad that would move it left and right to be able to suck through your weapons. So if you click your items now, it used to be you'd left click it and you'd eat it. Now you left click it and it gives you things you can do. So I can hold this and it goes up there in the top right, and when I do that I can go fishing with it, or I can drop it. And dropping it one at a time, it seems tedious, but and it probably is, and I might change it. I might give you a message like how many, and you can choose. But there's not a lot of instances you're going to find yourself just dumping items, so you can drop items now. And when I unpause it, you'll see what happens. Let's go to the fishing tab. So this is probably my favorite part altogether out of everything. This is the fishing tab, and you're gonna, if you've been following me on Twitter, you've seen this. You can get records. You'll get a bronze, silver, or gold star depending on what percentile of fish you've got. So if you've got the top 3% possible size, you'll get a gold star. It's like kindergarten. You're trying to get these gold stars. And I'm going to link that to some achievements within the game. So you get a nice gold star here. And at the bottom, it tells you how many you've caught. And I think that's just neat, because to get all the gold stars, it would be fun to see how many of each fish you caught. So there's all of your fish here. And I haven't caught any yet on this file because I don't have a fishing rod. And if we go over to the settings, I've only got a couple right now. I can turn the blood off, and we've got music and sound. But I'm going to leave the blood on. So I'm going to unpause it, and you'll see those items drop. So you can see they all kind of bounce around. Now, they don't just come to you, because that would be silly. You just dropped them. You don't want them to come over to you. But I can grab them. And now I've got all my items back. So that was some big stuff. Monster, you're acting real funny. It's like only when I record, though, which is fine, because I gotta fix her issues. But oh, Monster can die now, so I'll show you that. Go sacrifice yourself. Let's go fight valiantly. Ooh. So now it comes back to me. Now it's telling me Monster's over there. Ooh. Ready to be revived. Ah, get away. Steal your stuff. Now Monster can be revived with X. Oh, there she goes. And let's tell her to shut up and come over here. Stop chasing stuff. I don't need to go down there, but I'll show you the cooking. Let me just fly over here. So with the updated start menu, I had to go update every other kind of pause menu, because they all kind of hinged on some similar code and pictures. So now cooking looks nice. Everything's displayed kind of nice. Tells you, you're gonna have 20 hunger. Let's make some. Well, that didn't work properly either. See, these videos, they're so helpful to me, because I find when I'm trying to show everything off, I find all the bugs. So the grasshopper, it gave me cooked grasshoppers, but it only took, oh, it did. Never mind, that wasn't a bug at all. So I had 5 grasshoppers. It used 3. It made my roasted grasshoppers. So that is cooking. And I'm going to fly now. There's another prompt. We're going to head over to Solace so I can show you the shop. Oh, it crashed. That's never happened before. Just kidding. Fate creative gates. So something happened there. So I'm going to jump back into the game and head to Solace, because I've got to show you the shop. The shop is updated. Oh, there's so much. So much to show you. So if you don't want to watch this whole thing, I understand. But when you want to play this game, you're going to be like, where's that thing? It's in the videos. Okay, let's skip through all this. But it's not just going to be in the videos, because that would be bad game design. So let's hope it behaves this time. And before I head into Solace, I'm going to hit the save game button that I've got kind of linked there. Come on, behave. There we go. Okay. Let's make it daytime. So I'll show you the shop. It is 7:21, so it's open. It's been a while since I've been in here, so I think it's pretty. There we go. Okay. So it tells you what everything's costing. You can sell your stuff here. So sell all of my worms and stuff. I got 380 bucks in the corner there. Cool. So that's the shop. The inn is also updated. It looks similar, but it's just a little bit a little spicier. So now it just tells you what's going on. Tells you the time over here, but I'm going to cancel. So that's updated user interface. The next biggest thing I'd say I did would be I made it possible to get the fishing rod and the torch. So I'll show you the fishing rod. I'm not going to show you the torch because that'll just, it's not important. I mean, it is important because you're going to want it, but I don't want to just show you everything in the whole world. So over here, I've updated this whole area. So this is the beach area. There's a bridge. We got some waterfalls. And in this house is the fishing shop. And this is Kala, and she sells fishing stuff. So you'll talk to her. She's got some stuff that she needs you to help her with, and eventually she'll sell it. Well, she'll give you the fishing rod, and then she'll give you a book that also explains how to go fishing. And then I've set it up so that the lures that you can see on the table here, there's a spinner, a popper, there's a spoon, we got frogs. So she'll sell those lures very rarely, and they're very expensive because those are going to be able to catch certain fish. And I don't want to make that. I don't want to make it easy for everybody. So you're gonna have to work for it. And yeah, it's on a. I think it's like a 25% chance that she'll do any one, but it all resets every 3 days. So I don't know if I've ever explained that either. So every room saves to kind of a data grid, and so now that grass that I've just cut, that dead grass there, it'll stay cut for 3 days, and at that 3-day mark everything replenishes, including, well, we've got spiders down here, spooky little spiders. If you find mushrooms or whatever, I haven't really populated this room, but all that replenishes every 3 days. So that was a big thing. So I'm going to hit save again. Now it's time to check the cheat sheet and see what I didn't tell you. Okay, so updated shop. Monster takes damage and collapses. I can revive monster. Yep, did that. UI touch-ups again. Fix the save system. Oh yeah, had a big bug where the save, if you saved it, it might overwrite one save or save on a. It was such a mess, but I fixed that. Fishing overhaul, you saw that. 3-day refresh of items. Redid the start menu. You can get the fishing rod now. Buttons and items. Start menu. Yep. So that is basically everything. What's next is I'm working on, and I'll show you my other list while I'm at it. So I'm working on a you can see this is my list, literally it. And as things come up, I'm finding I've still got to add a few things, so that list kind of grows by the day, but then I knock it out right there. But I'm very close to having the game ready to be shown and played and tested, so that's my other list. Yeah, that's really the last 3 weeks of development. So if you do have any questions, be sure to comment. If you have any suggestions, comment. Follow me on Twitter, and you'll see all this happening as it goes, because I'm pretty active on there daily. And other than that, yeah, you should see me next Sunday, and I'll be showing you hopefully a whole bunch more progress and a little bit closer to that demo goal. So you have a good week, and I'll see you Sunday. Bye.